Yeah, this is a big flank because, again, they went all toward the arch side. They didn't cover off for, all toward the pit side. They didn't cover off for arch. They couldn't run back the other way, but the kill's still going the way of FaZe. It's Brokey, Kerrigan, and Twists. And Brokey, for those wondering, is not the Iceman. He's the Latvian laser. We all know that. Rop's going to try and laser toward the apartments right now, but Hobbit has that instead on the silenced USP, and Hobbit hardly scathed from that with 62. Will get flashed inside of the pit to try and clear further positions. It's both inside of the site for FaZe. Twists, the high HP player at this point in time, 100. And a kill already to work with. Needs to work off Brokey's positioning. Needs to try and get this into a situation where he can bait out the shots. He's done that. Reloads required. The USP with only the 12 bullets. Brokey's going to catch off Hobbit. Twist comes back out and Hinters gets nailed.
They had all the chances in the world to take it.
Needs to be careful when he wants to rotate, if he wants to rotate, because he's got a smoke in front of him at top middle as well.
Oh, there's a stack though. Molotov might bust it up. Inter's gonna fight in the flames, spraying him down. He knows he's gonna die eventually. Good kills. Good setup so far from players. They've handled it well and they never saw Exile coming. Wow. Good shutdown early on. Set the tone with a 4-man stack in middle. It's back. Kerrigan knows that. He knows they've spotted 2 towards the other side of the map. Twist, Kerrigan, and Brokey trying to find the entrance. Boosted up. Good trajectory from Twist.
Anthony, though, still trying to dance around this smoke. They can't get the kill. They've got to plant the bomb over CT. That kill came in. That's Twists that went down, but bomb still to be planted. I thought it was the bomb planter, and I was going to say, with the smoke gone on CT, this becomes very awkward, but they'll get it on the ground. So now the utility matters not. The positioning matters more. Brokey's going to get blinded off. That's an unfortunate flash that he just didn't see with the scope being in the position that it were, and Kerrigan down. They know he's likely to be the back of the site. They'll Molotov off at the pillar, but they've got to cover around on Emo, and he's locked in the corner. There's no chance they don't double peek this. He can hear them running in. He's pre-scoped. He's anticipating the jump. He only gets one, and that's exactly the trade they were setting up for.
So much patience from players, and why not? You have so much utility. Use those crossfires that could be there, so drop one in CT spawn. See if you can get a bit fortunate. Might need a God flash.
Oh, shot out Shiro. He's forced back between oranges one. That baits them in toward Nafany, though. Good shot, Rops. Gets the return, and Rain knew where Shiro was gone, so the Deagles come out flying again. Hobbit only managing one back. Rops has the AWP picked up, and it's a 2-on-2. FaZe busting into the B site.
Oh, great shots from the Deagle, but I think players are going to want to play that one differently if they could go back in time. Unfortunately, they've got to get through the op in Rops' hands. He's very low. This time they don't have all the utility in the world. Exile, Molotov, and HE grenade. Brokey's going to look towards Ruins, and he's taken down one-on-one. Rops the only one, and he's got it. Inters tries to bait out the shot, but couldn't get behind the wall fast enough. And FaZe steal one away for a 4-2 lead.
So the drop smoke to allow them further out the doorway at apartments, but it gives Exile a bit of a one-way through the carts. He fires, though. That gives his position up. Rops knows he's now directly underneath. The damage already done. He makes no mistake in collecting what Twist had started, as Rops will flash out toward the graveyard as well, just to make sure sight is cleared. Smoke still down on Moto. They can't get fully around the corner toward Inters, but now they will. Brokey up close. No mistake on the AWP. Taps the plant to see if he's safe, and then has to try and hold it this time and rely on Rops to cover the angle. Flash goes out. Moto not blinded by that, and Rops, or excuse me, Brokey rather, still aware that that's a possibility. I don't know if they're going to be aware that Hobbit has gone for the flank. So they're trying to triangulate this. They'll set up 2 toward the lane and the 1 at Moto to wait. Rops is staring here. Does have some indication, but Shiro's found him directly, and now the AWP in the side all by himself. Nafany's already lurked out from the library, and it's going to be the second, or rather, definitely something that they've been after. Banana control, we knew there had to be a change eventually, and Kerrigan's going to work his way in, has no idea he is a dead man. Hobbit already sneaking forward. The aggression is catching them off because they have not seen it throughout the entire half. So a 2-man advantage to work with now on the player's side.
Exile just above Shiro playing anti-flash. Oh, so blind. That's awkward. Good shot. Exile as well, helping him out in Boiler. Tense. It's just Brokey in the 1 versus 5, so players look to string 2 together.
Brokey firing the AWP as well. They know he's at bottom middle, but if he was going to scurry back to spawn and save, he didn't make the right call in doing it because they were already approaching his position. He'll go down.
He's playing with fire as well, and that's going to keep him safe for the moment. Tucks himself back into the dark corner. Down mid we go. Rops looking for the flank. It's Exile who gets picked off. Oh, players overextending a little bit, but Shiro, he can stop this. He can put a stop to this with his ult, but you can't miss. Jumping shot, and he doesn't. So much accuracy. Rops has a chance for a 1 versus 2.
He's going to take matters into his own hands all the way up to Graveyard using the Vespa, using the headshot angle, and finding FaZe number 8. Brilliantly done by Robin Cool.
Might be time for another save. As painful as that may be, Nafany looking over Coffins, he goes down, and surely that's the signal. Surely that's the one that says, we don't want anything to do with this fight anymore.
Holding, fine line on that gap. Smoke goes out. They tried to peek into it, couldn't get it done. Enters. He gets Kerrigan, but that's after in which Shiro went down, and Rop's now pushing toward the tree. Good flash, but he has the lineup already there. Enters. Cannot get anywhere. Axile. Rops is going to go down with the bomb, unfortunately, but Axile trying to stay alive will get the AWP. Twists keeps the AK, but that's not going to matter for FaZe. Money, well, not a plenty, but
players actually feel the pressure even more. Nafany's pulled all the way over. Twist and Brokey are getting this started. Hobbit has no help. He's just got to chill. He's boosted up. Opening kill for Twist, peeking at long range. The AK is going to win that fight every day of the week. So will the op.
Bomb has been planted.
Shiro.
FaZe is reading players like a coloring book. It says, this will end up being a cat.
It usually doesn't.
Well, we had different coloring books growing up. Good kills from Exile. Low impact, obviously, well, no impact, really. Money doesn't so much matter at this stage of the game.
Ooh, yes, Shiro gets Brokey at least. So AWP held over for the final round of the half, but it's already 10. And he'll start working up. He's just going to go for picks inside of the site. Exile is at the pitch. Shiro, good shot to start it off. Exile follows that up and falls back to the balcony. Rops knows he's there, but then would still have to bypass the site. Not with that lovely smoke in position, and he can now elevate himself above it as well. But as he drops in, he's spotted. Now they both know he's there, and he still gets the lineup as he tries to chase the player of Inters going inside of the site. He gets the free kill on Shiro, who walks out in front of him, and that means Brocky's now got Inters. It's falling apart.
Gross.
Oh my God, Rob's Nafany's head explodes in front of his eyes with a single click of the AK. It's all on Hobbit again. Another 1vx that Hobbit's going to be thinking, how the hell am I in this position? And Brokey's got his number this time, 11-4.
Twist and Rain to defend. Kerrigan has a flashbang. Here it comes right now. It might just be perfect. Actually, there. It's great. That's wonderful stuff. Twist with a double kill, and he's got Shiro right through the edge of the board. That's the bomb down.
Sick round. He didn't even take any damage yet. I should say he does get a bullet from Nafany, but he delivers one far greater in return. Brokey's not going to let him get the ace. It's too far away. Hobbit's down. Twists with 4. He was looking for it. He pushed.
Nade is going to come in and, ooh, misses its mark. Misses its mark just a bit. They're coming right at this. Rops is blind. Attention taken away. He somehow recovers in time and gets both. I have no idea how that works. I don't think players do either. But what are you supposed to do from here?
Die. Exile will at least put Rops down finally. Shiro knows there's more around the corner. Good flash, can't do it. Brokey's there instead. Didn't anticipate the second member, and the bomb is now firmly in the possession of FaZe. No one covering off pit side, but they do have one more back in the site. That, of course, being Twists at this point. And it is all on Inters. They know he's there. They bait him out. He fires a few shots, and Brokey goes around the corner to finish off an excellent round. 14-4.
Yeah, players is not clicking at the moment. That flashbang comes in just late for that peak as well. The peak is just right before it.
Ready for the cross. Not ready to fire off fast enough. Does recover, though, and absolutely nails Inters.
Yeah, Rob's got someone on the other side of the map as well. That's the lurker, so the retake is on. Like, even with the HP, FaZe is like, yep, we're going to go for it. We're going for this all day long. And Rops gets to have a little bit of fun. All of his players on low HP, you have to expect the low HP guy's going to go in first after Rops clears these angles. And it's just time for Rops to bait the hell out of everyone, which is always a good time.
Nafany's going to push through smoke, but Kerrigan's missing. He's already inside of the ruins. He might wrap around behind him, though. That could be a huge problem if he does, because they'll never expect it. He wants to hold CT instead, though, because he's through the smoke, and they won't know that he's there. So he walks out for one, follows it up on another. It's Rops that gets it. Oh, and you're absolutely right. He baits them perfectly. In he goes, and down goes the round. It's map point for FaZe.
He's a human aimbot, man. This is unreal. He's playing so well at the moment. Oh, wow, how scary is that? Brokey with eyes on Rap. They don't know numbers just yet. It might not matter. That's Kerrigan. Headshot onto Nafany. Bomb drops forward as well. Inter's even showing through the smoke. And I don't even think any of this matters. 6 seconds. Bomb is going to go down. Nade coming in. That's certainly going to get at least one. Exile's down for the count. It's just Shiro remaining.
Solid first map from FaZe. Twists will get the final kill. They just got to cut a few wires. And they might put players in an awkward position on the next map because going into Mirage, it's a pretty... Kerrigan, good shot to start it off. Clean and concise, but he gets traded out. Inters gets the response. Brokey now trying to cover this crossfire setup. Twist came back from Catwalk. Gets one on his way back to the site. Brokey's still alive, so don't be misled by the fact that the HUD suggests it's a 2-on-2. It's not. There's still a third. As Twist goes down, Brokey has kept himself alive by falling back inside of the checker room. No, take that back. Excuse me. He's at the pillar. I thought he went all the way back through the door, so he's still inside of the site. They have to find him, but his teammates looking directly at him to get the information based on his position. As he swings out, Exile will punish him. They're not able to get the trade immediately. Bomb planted. And they should know both have come through the window as Rain gets dropped. It's Rops, the man who is incredible on Inferno, that has to try and go against Exile, who tags him up, but not nearly enough. Down to 89. It's all about time and space at this point with the bomb ticking away. No kit for Rops and no life either. Great shot from Exile. Much better start.
Well played 1v1 as well. The reposition is fantastic. Rops just loses track of him, and even though he has a good...
Exile checks corner. Comes back out. Brokey tags. That's going to put him very low. It allows Inters to collect, but Rops doing the same damage that Twisted capitalized on. Still the kills level. It's a 2 versus 2. AK Galil for Inters and Shiro respectively, but Rain, now having picked up a Galil, has Kerrigan's Scout to work with, and that Scout can be oh so deadly. Shiro's going to start it off, though. No deadly dealt this time, as it is another round for the players. Ooh. Flash timing, Exile. Got a sniff of the shot toward the site. Nicely done up over the cinders to try and clear the fire position with the smoke advantage, but Brokey catches him when he gets there. Still on an open angle, was able to find it. Hobbit, though, does get Rain eventually, so that Palace battle goes the way of players. He's still alive with 2 HP. That gives them now a 2-on-3, but it's going to be so desperate. Inters has to do all the work. He's tagged up. Hobbit, though, somehow gets Brokey. That's with the 2 HP. It's all on the Kerrigan.
Nade.
What a turn on this. That nade is massive, though, because Hobbit, he got the bomb down. Oh, my goodness. He was not the one that was planting. He just tagged him through the box. He has no idea, but he just did a substantial amount of damage. Inters goes down to 22 HP, and that means Kerrigan gets an easy shot when he peeks out.
What a tough fight. I actually thought the other guy was the planter. I thought Kerrigan just wanted with the HE grenade.
Exile's been unchecked. Oh. This is a kill. Done. See ya.
Ooh.
No one even watching it. Rain from Catwalk didn't see it, and I'm not sure what Rain's positioning was when they boosted him up in that position, because now Exile's able to lurk. Kerrigan's head removed as well. Twist is gone. Hobbit's got the kill onto him. They've just taken the entire map.
Yeah, without really using... These are all like just peeking into fights. Exile taking a lot of space. Not a whole lot of utility either. Oh, knife.
Wow.
Even
He's
getting
still
tagged.
Got the knife off while getting tagged. There was communication, no turning around. He's low. They know that, and they'll burn him alive. He gets the money for the knife, but yeah. His teammate's like, oh, he's in the... Oh, you knifed you. As Shiro will sneak his way up toward the Catwalk and look through connector. Hobbit's going to work his way up this time. This is where Exile got things started in the last round. Cross smoke Catwalk. There you go. That's what you were talking about. Swift punch to the jaw. Kerrigan comes out. Oh, his arm's not long enough. He does get away with the AK. Nearly cost him the time, though, because as he turns around, they're already working out the B apartments. He still gets the kill on Exile. Shiro, AWP up close, turns him down, but look at the Inter's HP. He's tagged down to 6, saved by Shiro as well. This is not comfortable right now. They're in the site. They've committed to dropping through the apartment, so getting the bomb out of there is out of the question. They'll plant it instead. Shiro's doing all of the work. Getting it done at this point in time, but do they know Rops is this far in? He sees the shadow, tries to fire in, he'll get the shot, and who else other than... He has not budged in his position, he has not flinched on his angle, and he's ready for the peek. He nails it, drops off. Kerrigan able to support, they work out Catwalk, and Kerrigan, with a smoke down, is able to thwart that approach for now. The Molotov will extinguish the flames. That'll allow them back off further. Nafany times it well, but Brokey comes back out to cover Kerrigan despite taking HP. Or rather, a substantial loss of HP. Rain has already rotated, so the loss of Rops confirms the last player of Hobbit. They looked away, wrong time to do so. Rain's able to swing it back and doubles up. He had to. They needed heroics considering the flash positioning, and it's all onto Hobbit. He's found Rain already. Brokey on 11 HP was the one that started this whole exchange and had to back away. They know it's the AWP. They know he's transferred away from the van to start out this round, and Hobbit's going to gamble that he's got time, therefore, to plant the bomb. Trajectory of the nade gives his position away, and Hobbit makes no mistake to put him down.
Great clutch from Hobbit. He lost a 1 versus 1 earlier in the previous map. He gets it back here. This is great. is going to hold on to this off angle. Again, this deal can be so effective. I think he hears the footsteps. He knows they're coming. He goes for the peek. He's oh no! Oh no! Not a third. Exile's already tagged up from Kerrigan. Rain's going to go for more with just a deagle. Shutting down T-Spawn.
Again, FaZe with lesser weapons looking dangerous. Rops will catch out Nafany this time. Exile managing the kill only on Rain so far. And Rops aware that they've come up connector, but not able to find Hobbit. So they pulled this back to just a one-man advantage. Oh my. That got awkward. Twist still finds Exile, but the AK tracing him through the box has Hobbit in another clutch. How many 1vx situations is Hobbit gonna have to play today? 7 seconds. I don't think he can get there. This one's over. He can't get to the bomb in time.
Oh, no. He was so convinced there was someone up in Palace as well. I don't think he ever knew where Brokey was, who'd never had to do anything in this round.
I thought Nafany was going to get a free one.
Rops has no idea Nafany's here. Oh, pre-aiming the angle a little bit too deep. 2 players were spotted in the underpass. I think Nafany believed he could catch him sleeping. Good heads-up play from Rops, but Shiro's got one top mid. Flashbang a little bit late, and Rops still being incredible. 3 kills in the round so far. Everyone else on the team has
a good awareness situation, but you're right. It was more of a guess than a gamble, and Shiro will slide in. AWP up close, sees the gun. Oh, but he legs him from there? Okay, that's just unfortunate RNG for the no-scope. That should have been a kill, but...
And now we increase the pressure on B. They know all the manpower is in middle. Kerrigan's got to hold on to everything. His teammates are falling. He's got a double kill. Make that 3. Finally falls.
That's an incredible effort from Kerrigan considering the circumstances. Hobbit had a shooting gallery at mid. He was a bit inefficient to find the first kill, but that was...
Look at Rops.
They're going to rotate this back around. Shiro as well, but you're right. Rops is already pushing up. He's going to cut off the bomb. That is the bomb, and it's down with 1:10. Now, a lot of time to work with. It's a one-on-one. Oh, excuse me. Rain's still in this, but Hobbit's going to go a long way back across the map, and Rain is in a reasonable position to cover this off as Hobbit gets caught in the cross.
Oh, no. Kerrigan. This time he stands tall. Triple kill at the B bomb site. Easy kill for Rops as they walk into it, and all the kills now going the way of FaZe, except for Hobbit, who's got a few more things to say. Oh, Nafany actually is able to find one. He's got to realize Rops is still inside the bomb site. Hobbit coming from the other direction as well. Rops is going to be pinned in. He gets aggressive, picks off both.
Oh my.
Good work with the up from Rops. Triple kill.
Hobbit already up inside of the ladder room as well on Catwalk. Is decent position, but only if the opportunity arises. Meanwhile, back at the ticket booth, Rops will watch the admission of one more as Exile drops down. Shiro and enters though. My God, Deagles take down Kerrigan and Rops at range, and they are inside of the A site. Twist's starting to rotate late, and Hobbit can be a huge problem for them now.
Taste of their own medicine. They've had enough good Deagle rounds in these 2 maps that we've seen played. Finally, Players is able to respond and return the favor. Good easy kill from Shiro. No utility. Actually, excuse me, Brokey did have a flashbang to take away that angle, but now he's left in a 1 versus 3. They all know where he is. Hobbit's going to start shifting as well. Brokey into the bomb site. A little bit of creative movement, but can't land any of the shots, and that's it. Players survive. They get the last round of the half. A late run from FaZe Clan.
Shiro's going to get the corner boost inside of the site, so a little off angle for him to hold with. Nafany already starting off the killing by taking down Rops. And here they go. Enters to bait them in. Do they expect Shiro's position? Rain. He's going to go wide by it, though. Ooh, missed shots, but they never get the chance to look back. By the time Twist responded, Shiro calmed things down, and now he elevates them and excites them as he takes down Brokey in the window above, all onto Kerrigan. Man, oh man, can someone do some damage? Nafany tagged up twice and still not taken down. Kerrigan gets removed by Hobbit.
Yeah, the nightmare continues. Solid shooting outside of maybe the first initial ones from Shiro as he readjusted his aim, but
shots out, doubly so. Shiro, though, able to get Rain. He's doubled that. Brokey down. Rops gets only 1. Finally, at least a kill for them, as it's all on to Rops. Kerrigan removed, and he, with the AK, knows he's in trouble as they slide out, follows up, but Hobbit sees him through, or rather sees his elbow past the edge of the wall and gets him through the edge of it. So I shouldn't say all won a big event this year. 2 of them certainly have, FaZe and Na'Vi, and we know Players is always in the mix and can take on any of those teams at any given time. Nafany sliding over. He's going to double up again as mid is absolutely obliterated. It's going to be map point shortly at this point, as Hobbits does have a smoke in front of him, has a Brokey staring into it with an AWP, but as they scurry away, that's noise and information that he will use to his advantage. Goes down temporarily as Twists is found. A good response at least by Brokey, but he's in a 1-on-4, 19 HP, and Shiro already has his number.
yeah, he does. 10 chances to close this one out. Kerrigan's just got a MAC-10, and Hobbit's gonna double him up before the hit even gets started. This has been a very simplistic T-half just by virtue of the fact that FaZe didn't have all the nades to work with. Hobbit was just going for an ace. He just said, screw it, I'm the gladiator in this round.
Twist doubles up, but that's all he'll do. They slide out. Exile gets him down immediately. What a response by players. They lose the first map 16-6. They come back and take this one 16-5.
Molotov on Dice likely. Ooh, good shot from Rops. He takes down Nafany. That's going to make this hit very difficult. Axel only has one choice. That's to be aggressive at long, so he has safety from the bomb site. A little bit of an off angle, drops the bomb. He knows they're going to swing on him. He needs this kill, and he's got it. Axel continues his tear, but he's running out of ammunition. Rops, it won't matter. Last bullet, Axel is a beast.
Does such a good job. He still has this position. They still have to deal with him, and that allows Shiro post-boost to walk through. Bomb never got planted. This fell apart because Axile ripped it wide open, and as they swing around, Hobbit arrives to take out Kerrigan. 1-0 in the first CT-sided pistol in the series. Goes the way of players.
You can't talk enough about how good of a play that was from Axile. He had to take a... Hobbit. Sound cue from the door. Now they just swing on him. He was maybe thinking there'd be a flashbang. He's able to get one. Eventually taken down, but Inters is still here at the B bomb site, and Shiro's already arrived.
They're going to swing back through the short pipe as well. Inters inside of the smoke. This MP9 could just absolutely shred at this point. Gets one. Bronchi at least able to get the response with the Deagle. Brings it to Twists to go with him in a 2-on-3. Tags to Nafany, but he gets Twists down through the edge of the boards. Shot from heaven. Bronchi down to Shiro, who worked up catwalk, holding just the USPS, but it will do, and it's 2-0 for players. Ops, nice through the fence to take down Hobbit, who gets aggressive, and they're not done there. They're going to put a second player in this position. That one will go far better for them as Inters gets one kill back. He loses that, and they go down to a 5-on-2, and you've got a much different scenario. However, it's still 4-on-2 because Kerrigan has found Nafany over toward A.
It's an awkward monster smoke. They're going to be fine stepping through it. Inter's backing off as well. Him and Shiro gambling at A. I'm going to just try and keep these weapons alive, and I don't think we're going to see too much of a hunt from FaZe. They want to get some money in the bank before they start risking the weapons to take this stuff out of the hands of players. So it's going to be 3-1. Where the bomb does inevitably go off.
It was 3-1 there, but they did not get the back-to-back rounds, and that's how players took full control of the economy, as you mentioned at the time. So FaZe still need to look pretty seriously at the next round, knowing especially that the AWP has been...
Odd positioning from Shiro and Axile. They're in some trouble now. Where does Shiro go? Burning, and he's got to tuck himself into the corner. Now Axile is here. This could be a kind of improvised bait and switch, but it's caught. It's figured out early, and Axile can only get one.
The call, they're all there. They know it. And they're stuck in this doorway because Hobbit's got it opened up, and he could cover off the stairs. Twists take the fight instead. That's probably the smarter play. And as he does that, Rops, the only man not involved in that exchange, is taking map control where he can get it. Inter's caught. They've got B. That could have been a problem. If they tried to run back up toward bathrooms and didn't anticipate Hobbit to peek and swing, he could have potentially gotten 2 there. Pursuing Nafany, so good time to look back at that. Replay bomb will go off, and the M4 will survive yet another round.
Hobbit's going to have a flank. If Nafany can get anything done, it's going to take body power away from defending the site. Oh, spam coming in. Axile had to give it up. Hobbit's got the AK-47, though. Good kill from the USP. That takes attention away from this flank.
This flank. More importantly, this flash. Axile gets Rain up close. They're still in this with a shout. Hobbit's got the AK picked up. Nafany's gotten twist down. Round over. How do they steal that back? A stack on the wrong side. Single man to sell it, and they don't capitalize at B.
It's so cool as well. Even after just the one USP kill in the 8 bombs, so they're like, all right, guys, we got Hobbit.
By Rain was fantastic. Bronchi's got one more, but here we go. Hobbit's going to self-boost up on top of the site, and I don't think they'll be ready for this. Those smokes, sure, they might dissipate, but they're going to fade from the top, and he's going to find them first. He knows they're on catwalk. He's looked away at the wrong time. Twist slides by. Now they know he's up above, and Rops will punish him, and that puts Bronchi on the move as he has to try and sneak around, but here comes Axile from behind, undetected. Flank once again the factor, and FaZe are in trouble because Rops has no HP, and Axile is going to find Rops first.
That's a scary play that Axile just made there, even though he does get the kill. That's the kind of play we saw them making on and look at the utility. 1 smoke, 2 flashes, and a Molotov to make this work into the B bomb site. 25 seconds now. Good shot from Bronchi. Ooh.
Here comes Axile though. Hobbit's holding them up. That's all he has to do. Nafny locked in. Brokey will get the shot in return, but there's Axile. Brokey down. Rops is now left alone. They're so spread out, and they know the bomb is down. They've got eyes on it through the tunnel as Brokey tries to bait a couple of shots. Gets around the corner, doesn't pick it up, goes back for more. Would have thought that he committed to trying to pick that up with 5 seconds, but there's no time to plant it. If he had, maybe he could have forced the issue now.
That's actually not bad from Rops, though. He's running back to do it to hope that Shiro's going to be lured into a peek to grab a new angle, and he'd be ready for it. Maybe he does. Utility start coming out. Shiro's going to grab one. That's Rain coming up the stairs. Rops goes down as well. Oh, you can have the site. You can have the site. They've got a 5-on-3.
And a reverse take from Long. They're pinched in. They have no comfort. Shiro's staring at that with the AWP. Good Molotov to buy some space to get the bomb plant down, but they almost need to take the stairs and control that and defend the site from essentially a take rather than a retake position. They're gonna go back to bathrooms, but Exile's still here. AWP, good find from Brokey. Now they're in a situation that they can control. Can get closer and closer, and they're on the defuse. Good swing from Twist, only gets the one, but Shiro's forced away. Bomb will detonate and FaZe find 4.
Oh, that's so brutal. Shiro even goes down with the bomb, and remember, he lost the op to Rops at the end of the previous one. That's so much.
Boost late. Rain's gonna get that. Plywood, the nemesis this round, it seems. Rops is gonna get Nafny this time, not through a wall, and he follows that. Oh, excuse me, Twist got that shot instead. Either way, we're now within 1 round, the difference between these two teams.
Well, they still have Exile in bathrooms. That hasn't been cleared out. Shiro rotating back from long. Kerrigan goes down. He's been pretty solid on entries. Meanwhile, the main thrust of this attack is going to be towards B. Twist watching for this flank. Oh, it's an easy one. And that might actually slow this down. They hadn't actually pulled the trigger on the execute into the B bomb site. But Inters and Nafany still haven't moved. Great boost.
What? The crosshair placement was there and everything. Rops just absolutely smoked him. Enters, low HP, lines up the first, follows up with his second. Brokey has to swing out and trade it. They've got the advantage, and Shiro knows that Twist was on the offsite, but it doesn't matter. The headshot comes through, and FaZe have...
Kerrigan's going to challenge. Kerrigan's going to throw his way through Monster. Rops is blind, surely going down, but I think that's the only kill Hobbit even has a chance of getting. And now Kerrigan's activated, put into play. Brokey's going to get another. He's stopped cold.
He is. Kerrigan's very low, so give this round half a chance. And you've got Kerrigan low, another headshot from a Deagle, a body shot to Foley. You've got a round. They do overlook it. Axile nearly gets away with one more. Twists manages to hold the trigger, but that's a lovely shot. And now it's Twists on 22, Kerrigan on 2. This could quickly fail. He's heard them jump. He knows they're going for the bomb. He's got the shot on Twist, and Kerrigan's down. Enters, nails it. The HP was the factor, and now Gambit tied the game back up.
What an incredible clutch. They needed it. Enters breathed some life into him. That is massive. We have such a close affair. Both of these teams now winning low economy rounds. So sick from Inters. And you're exactly right. The damage that Exile done has impact later on. That's beautiful.
That's so sick. I mean, he even overlooks that because it's just a little head. Could be a little corpse in front of him.
Very easily could have missed it.
Honestly, I thought it was a body when he first peeked around the corner, but that...
No smokes, Matt. It's going to be Molotovs. You have to, excuse me, one smoke is already just being thrown out to Plume. It missed its mark, though. That's going to make him nervous. No Molotov for the truck. And actually, it might get extinguished if they were to put one there.
Well, they're going to molly backside bank to keep Hobbit from swinging out. They know the smoke's down along. Doesn't matter, though. Hobbit has vision. He's got the lineup. This is just too easy. Brokey down and back into the lead. 4 players just barely at the end of the half. Closely contested, 8-7. We've got only just a few more rounds, 15 tops.
Oye, calidad tienen de sobra para hacerlo y desde luego con las de Pipa no sé si va a ser, porque Rose ha puesto un poco pelo. Vale, una respuesta de la Fanny de Axil. La ventaja numérica ahora es para players. Y el acceso a la bomba de A, perdón, que parece garantizado hasta que a Carrigan le da por decir que no.
Carrigan, hola, que 2 balas acaba de soltar. Va a recargar los EP, Axil que sigue en el side. Buena kill de Nafani, buena kill de Axil. Vuelven a ser otra vez los 2 mismos jugadores los que le dan la vuelta. Twist, Van Dulken que pega la primera, la segunda. ¡Qué ronda de pipas de FaZe Clan!
Mira cómo lo ha celebrado Twist, muito.
Escúchame.
MP9 and FAMAS to hold off this hit, to hold off this attack. Smoke just blooms from Twist, and he's got one.
Shot Shiro, but not done there. Kerrigan steps up for 2. Spraying through Exile into Shiro with the MP9. Brokey Has to dodge the flash. That allows them inside of the site, but do they know he's this close? Bomb's going to be planted. He slides out. Can't hit the shot. Enters. Gets the kill. And it's 9-9. Great response early on.
Rops is coming over. Rain, how much can he do? Flashbang is out. A little bit clever, bouncing off the wall. They're a bit blind. 10 seconds now. They've got to get in. They've got to deal with Rain. Oh, he's doing so good. And he's going to get towards long. The round's over. Round's over.
Absolutely. 5 seconds left already. He doesn't even need to do anything. He just deny the plant. He will. They knew they had to plant it. Obviously, in a normal situation, you'd want to fight one-on-one with him, but hooking for the coverage, looking for a chance headshot, not going to happen. Too efficient from Rain. And here comes Hobbit. The Tech-9 killer, but gone this time, AWP. And that bomb is flung far forward. Brokey knows now this is onto the A site with 24 seconds. Get the rotations in place. Good trade from Shiro. It might give them a chance to get in. They've got a bit to work with in this situation. Twists and Robs. The crossfire set. Robs can't find the first. Turns around to realize he's being peeked down, and Twist holds the backside as Exile wanted to swing and get that kill. Kerrigan's on the flank. And what a string of rounds from FaZe. But Brocky of AWP fame is going to be watching down Monster. He's got Exile gone already. Tech-9's from that range against an op. Oh, even when he's flashed.
Yeah, you're not moving forward if your player's here. Rops now has control of short water as well, and oh boy does he. He's going for more. Triple kill, slows it down for the final tap. 21 kill on Rops.
That's remarkable. I mean, now it's 14-9 and players are starting to fade again. So the T side not looking. Twist and Kerrigan, this setup, whew, that's going to be tough. Kerrigan's not even going to slide up the wall. Twist just does both. Kerrigan slides out and goes, oh, all right, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, Kerrigan probably loves that. He loves that Twist is taking those kills. Even a third one for Twist for the young Canadian. 15-9, FaZe, 6 chances to close out this map and series. And all 4 of them are here. They want to progress all the way to the bomb site. Rops isn't going to let them. That's the bomb hitting the deck. They're just getting thinned out. Rain is going to continue his aggression as well. They don't have the manpower to watch this. Rain is going to wrap around, and he's going to find a freebie. At least one.
Good shot. Headshot clean. Second one as well. Rain actually got that while dancing and darting along the edge of the wall. Shiro will put him down, but this is over. FaZe are moving on. Shiro's got nothing for this.
Yeah, it's a shame. This has just kind of fizzled out, hasn't it? It looked great in the first half.
It's a great recovery from FaZe, considering how the first map went. That's one way you have to look at it, because they certainly look poised again. And that's an encouraging sign going against Na'Vi, who they now have a date with.
Oh, yeah. And one of the things we talked about, it's going to continue. It's going to be continuing to get tough for FaZe, because remember...